Hello guys, it's crypto. Very important topic that we need to talk about, which is USDT dominance. I see some very worrying signs. If you hold any altcoins or you hold Bitcoin or you completely sidelined and you haven't had a chance to enter the market, this actually might be your chance, okay? I'm gonna do a very quick video up to 10 minutes and I will show you what I'm looking at this chart, what might happen next, and how I'm preparing for the move. Okay, so very quickly guys, USDT dominance, basically anytime it goes down you see altcoins, Bitcoin rally, because that means people are selling USDT and they buying altcoins or Bitcoin with it. Okay, whenever this chart goes up, that means people are selling those assets and they're selling them back into USDT. So USDT then goes higher. So if it goes down, rally across the Bitcoin or altcoins. When it goes up, basically you can see a huge sell-off. And reason number one is we are approaching this huge trend lines, which is here since 2018. And every time we went close to it or we touched it, what happened? We bounced from it. And as you remember, whenever we bounce to the upside, that's when we can see the sell-off. So I'm going to show you some examples in a minute, okay? Reason number two is what I can see here is a very possible inverted head and shoulders. What the head and shoulders is a chart pattern that we create, which is a left shoulder, a head, and then you have a right shoulder. And after the right shoulder, you also have this move. So this is the move I'm a little bit concerned about, because if we're gonna move to like 6% on the Bitcoin, on the USDT dominance, guys, let me very quickly show you what happens when this move to the upside. So for example, let's just take this as an example, okay? Let's take this as an example. So what happened from the 17th of March 2024 that we went from here to there? So between the 11th of March 2024 to 11th of September 2024. Let's see on Bitcoin. From March 2024, it's right here. So from March, bang on, from this point to September. So we went from 74K to 49K on Bitcoin. Sorry, not exactly 49. September is right here to 50. Okay, so from 74 to 50. Let's put it into a perspective. We dropped September here. We dropped 30% on Bitcoin. What happened to ETH during this period? From March 2024, September, right here. We dropped 50% on Ethereum. What happened to Solana during this period? March again, September, boom, 41% on Solana. What happened to Sui? So I can keep going like this, but it's very important so you understand what's coming after that. 11th of March, September, where's September? September here, 55%. And guys, this is the major coins, okay? You probably know what happened to smaller coins. Let's let's give one example that's bigger ones, but let's just look at Virtual. Was Virtual back there? Wasn't back then. Let's take Render for example. So from March 2024, September here, 67%. So basically this move on USDT dominance, this move right here, from 3.8% to like a 6.5%, caused such a chaos. If we're gonna do it again, the whole market is gonna sell off. It's not gonna last like a day or two, okay? This whole move was in time perspective 178 days. So that was basically like a half a year, okay? So this whole move might take like 6 months to reach the 6%, but it's gonna cause a sell-off. You're not gonna see it immediately. You will see it very slowly, very gradually. A sell-off, a sell-off, a sell-off. And by the time you're gonna be like halfway, you're gonna be like, shit, we actually are selling off. And people's gonna panic, you know, that people's gonna like dump it, the assets. And the whole cycle is gonna be people basically just selling, because the timing as well is very bad, because people expect like the cycle, the 4-year cycle on Bitcoin is gonna end soon. So yeah, I mean, guys, you have to be aware like this might happen, and there's actually other indicators that suggesting the same. We are on the daily on the time frame. Look at the MACD. MACD. Whenever it's up here, like down here, on like basically you can see you've got the line in the middle, and whenever we are on the bottom, and you can see those two lines crossing to the upside, that means the chart is about to go to the upside. Let me just show you like this so understand it better if you haven't used it before. You see, whenever we are down here and we cross to the upside, basically the chart, the price action goes to the upside as well. Same here, we were over here and look what happened. Same as here, like very oversold, okay? What happened? We went to the upside. Here, went to the upside. And that's not the only one. Look at stochastic RSI. It's the same concept. Goes and shows that it's about to go to the upside. And it's very, I mean, if you look at this, it looks very aggressive. It's a very aggressive move to the upside, guys. RSI, same story. We broke through the yellow line. Now it looks like we want to retest the yellow line, because the yellow line is gonna basically do something like this. This line gonna come back to here. And if it's not gonna break below this, it's gonna bounce, and the both lines will go to the upside. And like I said, guys, what's gonna happen? I showed you examples. Like you will see a huge sell-off. That's why I like to look at the USDT dominance, because it tracks the stable coins. Okay, it's a very, very good tool. Okay, very good thing to pay attention to. I don't like to watch news, because you might find 100 different articles confirming your bias. Like Trump is buying, like banks are buying Bitcoin, like we go into the moon. It's all news, guys. Look at the chart, because they do want to, for some reason, make people believe like we go into 200K this cycle, or even higher. And if you have been here more than one cycle, like all the cycles end with really good news. Like people have hopes that we're gonna go higher, and we are in this very similar position. But yeah, okay, this is it, guys. Inverted head and shoulders, expected move to here, around 6%, I would say, over the course of perhaps maybe even 6 months. if it's gonna like take very slowly, if it's gonna be aggressive profit taken, it might take even like a couple of months before we reach this point. But what if we're not gonna hold this line and we actually gonna sell off? What's gonna happen then? Now we're gonna have this big fat hold season, okay? For that reason, why I'm also holding a little bit of altcoins. I bought them recently. By the way, guys, if you want to get involved and have like all those market updates earlier, because as you can see, people from Discord had this 2 days ago, basically. If you want to have announcements, crypto calls, like we buy whenever we buy spot or we buy PEPs, it's all here, as well as stocks. And we also share all the wins and losses, so it's not like we make calls and that's it. We actually do take those trades, and we show all the wins and losses. Most of it is free, guys, so if you want to join, feel free. Like, we have a nice community here. We also have VIP section where you can join. It doesn't cost a lot, like, guys, it's literally $30 or $60 a month, depends which range you're gonna choose. But like I said, you can use this for free. Also, we track smart money funds. Whenever they buy, we can see it here. We track smart money wallets, what Trump is buying, etc., etc. Guys, there's much more. Okay, link is in the video description or the channel description, so feel free to click on it and join. Guys, USDC dominance. Just pay attention to this move, because it might be the end. Okay, I don't want to sound dramatic, but it might be the end. We might go a little bit lower to bait more people in to buy assets, but I do expect that this is gonna play out. Okay, yeah, that's it from me, guys. Until the next one, bye.